Hello everyone! This afternoon we are reviewing Sam Mendes' classic war film 1917. So I've already tipped my hand there how I feel about the film. How about you guys?
I think it's probably deserving to be leading the Best Picture race. That's what I'm gonna say for now.
I would say less Best Picture, more Best Cinematography.
Also, Roger Deakins has this on lock.
I mean, he's already got awards in this, so so we'll kick it off. Just go over the cast. Obviously, the director Sam Mendes. You would know him from American Beauty, Skyfall, Spectre, things. And our main two characters are Blake and Lance Corporal Blake and Schofield. And we've got Dean Charles Chapman, who we know from Game of Thrones, Tommen, who I did not recognise.
I had to search that after. I knew the face, but not
You told me, and I was like, oh yeah.
It's the best of British cast, to be honest.
It really is, yeah. And Schofield, who is our main character, really is George McKay from Captain Fantastic Peter Pan. He's actually got quite a filmography behind him. I didn't realise until I looked him up. And then we also have Daniel Mays, Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, Mark Strong, Richard Madden, and Andrew Scott having 5-minute cameos throughout the
It
film.
did turn into a little bit, it was very enjoyable. What white actor will turn up next?
Yeah, it was very much like that. But then you did have the token Asian guy in there as well.
Representation.
And he was so wise as well.
Wise Asian guy.
Wise Asian guy. So our storyline is obviously set in World War One, and we have followed two British soldiers who receive orders to carry a message across no man's land through enemy territory. And the contents of this message has the potential to save 1,600 lives, including Blake's brother. And we follow them in what is being called a one-shot camera shot for the entire film. So you don't leave the characters at all. You don't have the cuts between different camera angles on a scene, which I really enjoyed it. I thought it really brings you in. It really connects you to the characters, even though you don't know much about them at all, really. It connects you with them because you are going on that journey with them.
I mean, I like at the start when he's just chilling by some random tree, and then it takes you the journey from there onto the front line, and you see how it is, and it's just like, wow.
The change from where they are to the front line, and you see that change so gradually.
Yeah.
And it really brings to life the brutality and the horrific nature of that war.
I think there's only 10 or 12 cuts, something like that. I mean, obviously there will be cuts. You can't do all of this literally one. But
yeah.
I think one.
Yeah, that's impressive.
2 hours.
I think there's about roughly 10 cuts. Even that is impressive in a 2-hour film.
Yeah.
It's
well,
ridiculous.
I saw a video. They were rehearsing for it for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then even after that, they were still doing set changes and stuff on the day when they were filming. They'd have to wait until the weather conditions were exactly as they wanted for the scene, or where they left off the previous cut. And it's such a massive undertaking for them to do it like that.
So what they did is they didn't build a set until they knew how long each scene was going to be. So they're like, if they're going to be walking for 6 minutes for this scene, we need to build 6 minutes worth of trench line.
Well, they dug about a mile of trench
Wow.
for it. It's stunning.
Technically, it is a masterpiece.
Yeah, no one is denying the technical accomplishments, no one is denying the cinematography. I think there's a little more discussion to be had on perhaps the acting and the characterization of points.
I think the acting was very good, actually. I don't have anything bad to say about what the performances were. My issues with it were plot and plot devices, and so the storyline is loosely based around what Sam Mendes' grandfather had told him. So he was in fact a messenger during World War One, and I think he took messages across no man's land at the Passchendaele. And because he was so short, he was like 5'2", he actually stood below the fog in no man's land, so he could run around without being shot in the head. So it's kind of based on those stories that he heard as a child, which I think is really touching, actually.
But at the same time, you take a pinch of salt, like if it really happened or not. So
obviously, but it does bring like a little bit more reality into it, because sometimes when you watch a war movie, it does seem heavily dramatized and a little bit over the top and exaggerated. But this scene, because it was quite basic, it really focuses on the visual impact of the film, I think. But for me, the plot was maybe a little bit too basic. Nothing really happens, and then there's so many convenient devices in it. Like, I don't want to go too much into it, but it's just like, you know.
I know, even there are moments where you're like, oh god, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and then just people turn up, and it's like, well, they're supposed to be doing this
not just
journey.
people, the whole like platoon. 5
truckloads of soldiers just turn up out of nowhere. It's like, where the hell were you 10 minutes ago? We could have used you.
Literally 1 minute.
1 minute, 1 minute, and you could have made a difference. And then it's like, oh, we're supposed to be traveling across here, across enemy territory, and then 5 truckloads of people on your side turn up, and you go, what? Why?
That's the fundamental issue with the one shot. It's very difficult to show the transition time.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I think the first half of the film is amazing. You know, when it's just them two going through no man's land, and I thought honestly one of them's gonna die, like doesn't get shot out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that trek they make across no man's land into the enemy base,
It's very tense. I was sat there like, oh my god.
There's a shot across the crater lake where the cameras pan
Oh,
down.
that was really good.
Yeah. And their journey to like wherever was, I think this is amazing, but after the halfway point it gets a bit like, oh, well, we know they're gonna live. Like, we know they're gonna have to get to the end. So you kind of lose that drama to it. It's kind of like it becomes a bit more like
there aren't really.
He's outrunning all the soldiers on his own.
There aren't. The stakes aren't that high in terms of like, you know, someone they're gonna get the message.
So-called plot armor.
There is so much plot armor by the end of it. He's just like he's like Arnold in Commando, just running through like there's like 10 German machines.
Lost his gun and he's just literally running.
I'm sure Sam Mendes would be thrilled with it compared to watching Commando.
I think even Arnold could win in a fight with a sniper rifle with a gun. It's like the guy got a sniper rifle and he shot him.
There's certainly a little bit of, how to say, stormtrooper shooting.
Yes, I had issue with that. I took it up with my brother. I was like, you know, he's got a loaded gun and he's walking behind his mate and his gun is pointed at his mate's back, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And I know it's little, but it annoyed me at the time. But yeah, there's too many like happy coincidences.
I'm hoping Benedict Cumberbatch got paid by the second and not for like.
Yeah.
Because I know he's in the film. I'm like, where is he gonna be? He's in the.
Yeah,
he's in everything. His name's been everywhere. I'm okay.
But I liked Mark Strong's character. I thought he was really.
Yeah.
I thought obviously he's only in it for about 5 minutes and he only has about 10 lines, but I thought he was really good. I love him as an actor anyway.
He's got a gravitas about him.
He really does. He has a presence, and when he lays that little bit of knowledge on
exactly.
Schofield as well, and I was like,
and it comes back later on, you know.
Yes.
Chekhov's gun, you know. Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, but definitely the first half is a little bit more tense. And
definitely.
The bit where they get to the trenches and they're going through. And
honestly, one of them doesn't get shot off right there and then. Like, I was expecting one to just go bang in bed, but that's the tension he had. But I think eventually.
I've seen actually a lot of. I was just flicking through the reviews, and hollow has been used to describe the plot. It doesn't really have that much tension and it doesn't have that much character to it.
Though it does have one scene that really broke me. Like, damn, I did not.
You know what? It had.
And I saw it coming back like
3 for me, and I held my nerve right up until the end.
Yeah.
And I lost it at the last scene, the very very last scene before the credits came. I started crying.
Just that release of
it had been building up throughout the whole film, and I'm like, I'm gonna be okay, and then he pulls the thing out and I'm like, oh god.
I mean, the reason why I think it's Oscar mature is because it's just an Oscar film, isn't it?
It's massive Oscar.
Exactly, it's massive.
And it is
like technically it's a wonder, but like you said, the storyline is a bit weak, but I think it's exactly the type of movie that would get an Oscar.
I think it's the type of movie that people need to see. Because
definitely like IMAX or something proper to enjoy.
We went to see it in IMAX.
You can't watch it on your phone. You gotta watch it on the big screen too.
But I think just for the realism of it as well. Like, I don't know that I've seen a war film that goes that deep into like visually how brutal it is.
I felt Dunkirk did in many ways.
Dunkirk was but it wasn't. Dunkirk was like it didn't have that many like human loss.
Like there's a scene in where he turns the corner and you just see all the men ready to go over the top, and he just hits you like, damn, they're just all like that.
Yeah.
Like he's running,
exactly.
He turns the corner, then bam, he's just miles off.
And then like it also shows the desensitization of some of the soldiers as well.
Yeah.
Like when they're talking and they're chatting in the truck.
Moriarty doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
surprise more. I know this guy.
Moriarty's just like, oh, well, you're going over the top. Well, you're gonna die. And if
I'll
you do
pick
die,
you up,
can you throw the flare gun back? Because, you know,
We need it.
we need those.
It's so blasé, like, which is true though, like, 'cause, you know,
It does get to that point because if you're seeing that much death all day, every day, for months, years on end, like it makes sense. But and another thing that is true is the German tactic to retreat actually happened. They did consolidate all their forces and then do another push, and they were in a stalemate after that for about 18 months. So
French warfare was not fun.
trench warfare,
Yeah.
not fun at
No.
all. So obviously we're talking about Oscar bait. It's got 10 nominations: Best Picture, Best Director, Original Music Score, Original Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Sound Mixing, Visual Effects, Production Design, Makeup and Hair, and Sound Editing. I don't know how much visual effects was used really.
I
There are a
think
few
more than
scenes.
you might expect.
Probably.
More, yeah.
Like
Maybe
the
not
scenes
different
at night when they had to use lighting. That
oh,
was
actually,
very
that scene
stuff
in
like
the
that.
village
Yeah.
lighting was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really intense.
The best score, nah, man. Avengers Endgame had an amazing score and it was not in the nominations. I'm sorry, but Endgame deserved that.
And it's already got the Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture Drama, Best Director, Satellite Award for Best Cinematography.
What is the Satellite Award?
No, it's got Directors Guild for America Award for Outstanding Directing Feature Film, 3 Critics' Choice Awards as well, an American Society and
We won the Golden
Producers
Globe
Guild.
for the best picture. What was that? Parasite.
They don't have an outright Best Picture for Golden Globe. They have drama or musical or comedy.
What did Parasite win recently, which was like one of the lead-ups to the
I'm not
Oscars?
entirely sure.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so have we got any more positives or negatives that you found in the film?
So I'll go back to the acting. It was early on actually in the relationship between the two leads that I felt like it was a little stiff, but I think that's because they had to learn such a massive quantity of dialogue for this one shot. It was a lot, and it was all exposition as well, trying to explain the plot. So that was an issue where I struggled to connect with them, and that kind of lingered throughout the rest of the film.
Yeah, I think maybe in the second and third act, you obviously get to know Schofield a little bit more and about who he is, and I really connected with him after that. I think he did a fantastic job. To be like on screen for so long on your own is a feat in itself, and I think he did really well. But I get what you mean about that, and it is difficult because that scene is really long where they're going walking through the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, when an 8-minute takes, taking off focus to, you know, make sure you don't mess up, you know.
Yeah, when you're telling a 22-year-old actor with all this around you, you've got to learn all of this and do it convincingly now. You know?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm taking free when there was like 20 cuts for him to jump over a fence. You
Yeah.
know? This actually.
You post that. It's like there's more cuts in this scene than there is in this entire movie. Abu, any final thoughts?
I'm not supposed to wrap it up with my rating. I'll probably give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, I mean, technically it's a masterpiece, but the storyline does.
Kind of fall back.
Yeah, but I know it's going to win the Oscar because it's such Oscar.
It's such an open race this year. I can't back.
There are so many films nominated for Best Picture.
Before we wrap this up quickly, what's your pick for Best Picture? I know we kind of.
I don't think I've actually seen enough of them to say. What have we got? We got 1917. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's such Oscar bait as well.
I don't know.
Anything that bigs up Hollywood gets a nomination.
Yeah.
So look how great Hollywood was.
That is true, but the Oscars and Tarantino have never got on especially well.
No, and I think because a lot of that movie did drag. There's individual scenes that are great, but the bit around it dragged on a little bit. I don't think it'll make it.
I saw a news story where Tarantino didn't cut the film for the Chinese market, and my thought was he didn't cut the film for any market.
What are you talking about? He cut this film for himself. What else is up there? Parasite, Mike.
Jojo scored a nomination.
Oh yeah, it did. I don't know about that.
I don't
either.
drag on for too long, but JoJo's my pick. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
I know we're gonna probably extend this one review,
Yeah.
but I think JoJo deserves it.
Yeah.
But I think this will get it because it's just so hot. It's just what they want, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'd agree. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
It's 4 out of 5 for me too.
Oh, that's a nice, consistent 4 out of 5.
We are all in agreement. 4 out of 5 for 1917.
But definitely watch it on the big screen.
Yes.
It's not, watching on your phone will not have the same effect as watching this. It's
Definitely
one of those.
IMAX it up. Alright, thank you.